Welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and as usual at the end of the month, right, let's go over, some of these, the units that came out, got changes here and there this month, and, sort of, reorder them on the list. Because, a lot of things happen this month, right, despite, I guess, I don't even know, is it really not that hype of a month? It's like a villain arc, right, all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I haven't had too much time this month. But anyways, whatever. As usual, the same stuff applies, right? And because big change, because we got Rock Zone now, right? A lot of really nice boost that we could have some units got out of that. Well, let's get straight into this. So, starting off with some damage heals. Well, I mean, clearly, Near's Lisia really good. And honestly, if you do want to compare it to like some of these other units around like the first, I guess, 3-tier range, I mean, she easily does more damage than like everyone here, right? And low key, man, better than like almost all these guys down here too, right? Like she's really like she's honestly closer to like Hilda in terms of not just numbers, but also like this, setup wise, relatively easy to do too, right? All that stuff, and just a really efficient damage dealer, right? So yeah, I don't think it's much of an overstatement to put her up with again the likes of Hilda, right? I know it's the same tier, but like I don't think she's better than on the same level as like Ash or maybe we should make a new tier, break this one up, but still, right? I mean, she has Lisa's as good as something close to Hilda, which is again very powerful and impactful as a damage dealer over here. Also, let's talk about like some other units that got helped with the Rock Zone, right? Because honestly, like Classic Blue and Emmett, low key as good as well. Well, at least DPS wise, right? I guess if they are missing anything, I guess you could say for like Classic Blue, like Sync isn't that great. Although Emmett's Sync is actually not that bad, right? But like Classic Blue's like Sync's not that great. But on the other hand, again, Classic Blue does also give you like stuff like Team Crit buffs, right? I know this is not hybrid, but it still damage deals. But still, that as long as I'm concerned, that's definitely a positive, right? And they're both hitting what, close to, I think, like around close, like plus 1 million, I think. Also around the range of Hilda-ish, right? Also around the range of Hilda-ish. So again, in that case, I obviously Emmett being more so damage oriented and Blue being also support-ish. I don't know, maybe we should put Classic Blue in hybrid. But yeah, no, I feel like with extra boost from Diantha being also there to help debuff the opponent's physical defense, which both can take advantage of, although Blue okay, Blue maybe Blue is more so of a case like maybe earlier in the game you could use Hyper Beam, but like once assuming the opponent doesn't have like crazy like mitigation, right, on defense debuff. But later in the game, once you do get those defense debuffed quite a bit, right, you could switch over to double edge, right, which in that case is again really nice damage either way. As for Marshall, you got a bit better. Well, I wouldn't say a bit, but you got a lot better, right? But not like so much in terms of, oh, now he's like fantastic or whatever. Bruno, again, he always has that, oh man, like he's a nice 4-star fighting type damage dealer, but always got that, but Bruno's still better, right? Unfortunately, but no, he got some Nice stuff here and there, right? The random like flinch that he got. Again, not in terms of damage, but obviously, his damage also got better, right? Relentless here and there, a few multipliers as well. So he's definitely got better, but he's still got issues, being slow, this and that, among a lot of other things. I guess, you know, if we really want to. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but I guess if we really do. Because like again, like this tier is starting to have like a lot of just, you know, unbalanced parts, right? So we could move some down. For example, we could maybe move Groudon and Kyogre down, right? Not that they're bad, they're freaking fantastic, right? Still, you know, some of the top units that you get in the game. It's just that in comparison to some of the other units up there, they don't exactly, right, have the numbers to keep it up. Maybe they could both go back to hybrid next time. Oh, the very, very fun ping pong game of, you know, moving them from damage yield to hybrid, damage yield to hybrid. Look, man, with how the you know, how the units and so-called meta in game changes, these two roles, their main roles, do change quite often, unfortunately. But yeah, just in comparison to some of the other units, obviously they have their single target moves, but their strongest damage dealing moves are the AoE ones, and obviously there's a downside to that. Also, in comparison to almost everyone else in the next years, except for maybe Classic Blue, right? Just outside of Classic Blue, if you compare Groudon and Kyogre to any other units up there, they do not have good sync nukes at all, unfortunately. So I guess that's maybe another knock against them. But again, like, they just got a lot of other great utility stuff that they could do, right? And in terms of the mass, obviously the master passives, obviously the weather for both, right, here and there, the, you know, secondary coverage that they could do. But yeah, they are a bit more in line with some of the other units down here. Although I'd still take them over like most of these in this tier, but probably not, you know, over some of the other ones in the previous one. As for some other boosts due to like Rock Zone, we could potentially move. Where's there's Essie Hilda. Essie Hilda also really nice there as well. Definitely not as good as something like Emmett or Classic Blue, unfortunately, but still really nice. Obviously, she works with the other Diancie really well. They could help each other with the multipliers and stuff, right? So that's cool. But overall, she has good numbers, but she does only have that one AoE option, unfortunately, which, yeah, not much of an issue in Gauntlet, but you know, not great in Master Mode, sadly. And her sync also isn't like crazy good, but it's okay. It's okay at least. So yeah, it does, again, just works really nicely with the new syncs with Diantha. I feel like another one, maybe we can move Olivia to. Olivia did get better, definitely, right? But she still has like kind of her issues. Obviously now, you know, with the Rock Zone and her also being physical, right, it makes it so that her DPS is much better, which was probably her weakest link there, right? But her strongest suit is her sync still, and that slightly sucks because you would sync with Diantha most of the time, right? Unless you're just trying to one-shot a no HP master mode or whatever, right? But although I guess that's not technically not possible. I mean, is it possible? It probably is possible to go like 0 HP at all with like no strength, no HP. But I mean, she could still one-shot the master mode with some like HP, right? Potentially. So there's that, right? It's just that like her biggest strength is her sync, but you know, syncs with Diantha does would probably sync most of the time on that team instead. So yeah. Oh, another unit we could probably move up one is Cynthia with her new and improved grid. Obviously a lot of great stuff there. The extra multipliers, the funny slash thing. Not that we account for the funny slash thing in terms of, oh, she has this funny slash thing she could do. And then the weather stuff, right, as well as extension here and there. So definitely, you know, another great boost, but again, still an issue of, yeah, got a lot of great things, but, you know, energy-wise, can't really pick all of them up, unfortunately. But even with the stuff that you can pick up, definitely got better as well there. So congratulations to Cynthia again, I guess. As for some like potential other changes, I guess, just in this tier that we just moved Cynthia into, right? There could probably be an argument to maybe move Dragonite and Bede down a bit, just in comparison to some of the other units in the same tier, right? They're probably not up to the other standards, unfortunately, but again, they're still fine units. It's just that, you know, some of these other ones around them might be a bit too good right now. As for any other like rock types, I suppose you could move Singsu Brock up one. I mean, you know, got the rock zone, it's physical, right? Defense debuffs. I guess you could also help with Singsu Brock's like cakewalk too. So yeah, congratulations, you Singsu Brock fans. He's yeah, he got better. Moving on to hybrids. I mean, in terms of the new units, the obvious one is Singsu Diantha and Shiny Mega Diancie. This one's not even like, you know, this is easily one of the best of them, right? I mean, it's just got Rock Zone, got team buffs, got, you know, opponent team debuffs, got really good DPS, got really good sync. Yeah, it's the Rock Zone. It's the Rock Zone Thunderbolt Red. So yeah, she's easily up there, right? And obviously, she's also really good with a lot of the great rock type damage dealers in the game. Since again, she is a physical defense buffer. A lot of these great rock type damage dealers in the game are also, you know, all physical damage dealers as well. So not only really good individually, but also fitting for the type that she is trying to buff as well. So I guess the other one's Blaine. Blaine just got the Winona treatment. Well, Blaine's in the Winona tier. I still personally feel Winona's a bit better, right? Just because first of all, Winona has a better trainer move for one. Well, at least a more reliable trainer move. Obviously better damage dealer as well, and I don't know, flinches, I'd say most case scenarios more useful than trap, right? Trap is only I guess rarely better in like cases where I don't know, like Uxie, I guess, for an Uxie's probably a good example of where like flinch would be, or not flinch, trap would be better than flinch, just because trap sticks around longer. It's not permanent, but it's, you know, it sticks around longer compared to flinch. But otherwise, in most case scenarios, you'd rather, you know, the opponent just take a few turns off, not attacking you at all, versus them taking a bit of trap damage, since most of them also have, you know, mitigation on that damage as well. So there's that. Next up, the New Year's Dawn, the controversy-riddled New Year's Dawn, Oricorio, right? I mean, now that that's pretty much settled, I'd say easily this tier, right? Really nice DPS unit, great debuffer as well, right? Among other things, you know, got the affliction stuff, right? Just a overall really good, you know, utility-ish unit, right? It's kind of like, I guess you could maybe comparable to like you know, one of those like, it's like classic Elisa / like Lucian-ish kind of units. It's except she does like a lot more DPS than both of them, right? And yeah, it's just it's a great unit. It's a great unit, thankfully. Who else this month? Oh yeah, Bede also got a boost this month. It's good. It's good, right? I mean, it's not anything crazy, but like just the sheer like numbers that it could reach, I'd say you could justify maybe moving B up one. Maybe B was already a bit too low in this tier to begin with. I don't know. B is Bede is definitely like one of the better units in this tier to begin with, right? And the extra, you know, bit of damage he got, again, that's just like, you know, that's a what equivalent of 4 gauge B Thunderbolt Ash damage. It's definitely really nice. And then yeah, so low-key Bede could go up, and also Singsuit Wally, right? Singsuit Wally is just a really good zone setter, especially with you know, a lot of the other fairy type units getting better and getting stronger fairy type units. You can make the argument that you know, Singsuit Wally obviously getting better as well. I guess the other one who did get a buff this month was what, Diantha, right? No, Diantha doesn't really move up, I would say, at all. Again, it's not like she got nothing on her grid. She got some stuff, right? But nothing that really justifies moving her much. She didn't get any damage stuff, and the things that she got helps a bit with her multipliers, but doesn't fix it at all, unfortunately. So yeah, regular Diantha, you know, probably nothing for her, unfortunately. Although on the bright side, you know, Singsuit Diantha is really good, so there's that. Next up, got some utility units over here. So Marlon Carracosta, honestly, not that much better. Is he better? Yeah. Is he, you know, a nice little useful unit now? I mean, technically with Legendary Gauntlet, every unit has, you know, is at least useful, but not that much, honestly. He's still a very mediocre tank that really doesn't buff too much in terms of your team's you know, support stuff. And I don't know, it doesn't really do anything else. You really, you know, okay, he debuffs the opponent's speed, which is better than nothing, but you know, not too much either. I guess the move gauge refresh 9 on his Aqua Tail is neat, but you know, overall, again, nothing too much from Marlon, unfortunately. Next up, we got the Lojong. Lojong is really nice. Lojong got some really good stuff in that kit. Unfortunately, no support EX like all the other Lodge units, sadly. But no, overall, she's definitely a really nice unit. You could probably, yeah, you could probably put her here, right? Really nice offensive buffs. The debuffs are cool too. Honestly, damn, I want to move her. Let's see. The only thing with having her up like one more, again, she doesn't have that support EX, right? But I mean, I don't know, man. I'd take Lojong over a lot of these other units in this tier. I guess maybe another knock against her is like she's not that great of a tank. She's not like terrible either. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like most of these other units in the next year are probably still better, but I do feel like she's better than like most of these, right? I guess it's fair to have her. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's fair with Roxanne. I think she's probably better than Roxanne though, but you know what? No. It's fair. She's fair here. Kukui got a almost completely irrelevant EX. He's one of the rare tech units that don't actually have a tech innate sync nuke multiplier, which is really sad. But I mean, you know, Kukui, he's Kukui. He's 1 gauge AoE team defense debuffer that has 6% flinch on a Celerock, costs no gauges, so it's just a gauge friendly debuff or defense debuff / flinch unit that's like, you know, very much outclassed in both of those categories. by modern units nowadays, unfortunately. So yeah, no, it's Kukui. He's still basically where he was at. Next up, Callie and a Azumarill. I mean, she's alright. I don't know. I guess you could maybe put her in not bad. Yeah, that probably fits. That probably fits for her. Next up we got the new Spotlight support, Shauna over here. Shauna probably close. Yeah, yeah, like, she does have the max physical attack / max crit buff going for her, but aside from that, obviously her damage nullification can come clutch in certain cases, and you know, it's not unless you get like completely screwed over by the opponent just multiple turns not attacking you. Obviously, you know, it could be nice. Otherwise, there's just way too much of her kit tied into her spiky shield, unfortunately, which is just a bit too RNG for my taste, I guess. But overall, still really solid, great support that could again max out, you know, your attack and crit and all that stuff, right? And could take a reasonable amount of hits as well. Last one is the Sycamore EX, right? So even though we do know the power boost for him now, obviously we're not gonna be accounting for that in this video. We're just, because this is for like last month, which is why I don't like doing these these videos after like the update drops, right? But you know, just assume it's like where he's at now, because I mean, it's not coming out. Like his power boost isn't coming out until like, what, 2 more weeks or something? 2-3 weeks? What day is it? Two more than 2 weeks, right? So let's take the original down. But yeah, I mean, did he get better with an EX? Obviously, of course he got better with his EX. It's a great thing that he has. But I don't exactly feel like it's enough to boost him up another rank here, unfortunately. Like, for example, if you do compare him to like some of the other supports in the next rank, he is not, yeah, right, it's not there. Almost you know, almost all those supports in the next rank, except for Hilbert, I guess, right, are all really good tanks as well. And you know, that's the big Sycamore thing. He's a great tank, right? Which is true. He is. Well, he can be a great tank, right? If he does get another support to buff his crit, which again is still kind of his big issue, right? Still kind of his big issue. As a support, you kind of need another support to give him crit buffs, to maintain his self heals. But yeah, all the other units up there are still a bit better, right? Like outside of Berg, they're all much faster buffers as well, right? For whatever offensive buffs they're trying to give, and some of them you could argue is even better defensively, and you know, some of them have other great things that they offer to the team, you know, like super effective up next or physical special move up next here and there. A lot of great things there, but yeah, so don't really think Sycamore moves up with their ranks, but he could still solidly, I'd say, hold into this tier in comparison to some of the other units around here, because a lot of these units in this tier are good, but also flawed as well, right? So yeah, he's fine here, and again, getting a power boost soon, which is I think it's exciting. Some people hate it. Some people hate his power boost. I don't hate it, man. I think it's, again, it doesn't fix him. So like, honestly, don't really expect Sycamore to move too much either next month after the power boost. To be fair, yeah, because again, it straight up just doesn't fix any of his core issues. It fixes it like but it fixes like 50% of it, so I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's as bad as some people are saying it is. What I'm trying to get at, but anyways, alright. Well, that's me this one, I guess, so hope y'all enjoy. You guys think in the comments down below, like, enjoy the videos from my channel, some more Pokemon content, and have fun. I'll see you guys in the next one then.